Well, one of the things is that the way we consume entertainment is changing. So while in the past TV was really big, now it's Netflix and Stan. So a lot of the technology that's changing is about how we consume. So for actors, that means they need to be able to adapt to new media. There may be new inventions in the future in terms of how actors are delivering the stories that they're telling. So that's one of the things to think about. One of the other things that's changing is the acting techniques that are being used. So in the past there was a lot of method acting and digging into your past and trying to dredge up some of that emotional inspiration, but there's some recognition now that that's not so healthy for people. So there's a lot of newer acting techniques now that are being used that use the imagination rather than dredging up past hurts and things like that in order to tell stories. So that's a couple of things that are changing in terms of the technologies in our industry. Well, there's a few things that are really helpful. One is to someone who's got tenacity, perseverance, because often it takes quite a long time to establish yourself as a performer professionally. So that's some of the qualities that you might need, but in terms of the skills, you need to have some good acting technique behind you. Sometimes when you see people on stage or screen, they make it look so easy, and it makes it look like acting is actually an easy thing to do. Well, it's not. There's a whole creative process around developing a character. So for people who are interested in acting, some of the skills that they need are acting technique. They need good vocal work. They need to be able to develop their voice so that they can be articulate, can project, have resonance and capacity in their voice. They need to be quite fit as well. You can imagine if you're performing over several weeks in a theatre, week after week, night after night, you need to be quite fit. Or if you're, say, on a film set, late into the early hours of the morning. So you need to be fit and healthy around that, and you need to have a good voice, good body in terms of being able to sustain long performance seasons. So other skills that are involved, you need to not only think of yourself as an artist or a creative, you need to think of yourself as a business person as well. So you need to be able to acquire some basic business skills in terms of marketing yourself, promoting yourself as an actor, through to things like how do you write an invoice, how do you prepare some of those business things that you need to do, or how do you secure funding for a project you want to work on. These are important skills alongside the acting technique that you need to develop as a performer. The next generation of graduates need to be versatile. An actor's life is project to project. So you might do a commercial, then you might do a short film, then you might do a TV guest role, then you might do a voiceover. So you need to be versatile and able to move across a range of different media. So at our acting school at Canberra Academy of Dramatic Art, if you're doing our advanced diploma program, we teach you not only the acting technique and give you the experience as a performer, we also teach you things like voiceover artistry, we teach you TV presenting, we teach you stage combat. So there's a range of things that go part and parcel with being an actor in the modern world. And if you can pick up some of those things, it maximises your work opportunities as a performer.